Good morning, students. Last time we have started new topic hydrocarbons, in which we have seen introduction and then we have started alkanes. In alkanes we have seen first isomerism in alkanes and then we have started methods of preparation of alkanes. In methods of preparation, we have prepared alkanes by using unsaturated hydrocarbons like alkenes or alkynes by reduction. Then by using alkyl halides by reduction. Then we have seen preparation of alkanes by using alkyl halides using active metals like sodium and magnesium. Now we are going to start next point, physical properties of alkanes. Now first physical property is polarity. Now in alkanes, there are presence of carbon and hydrogen atom. That is, alkane is saturated hydrocarbon containing carbon and hydrogen atoms. Now in alkanes, there is presence of carbon-hydrogen bond. The electronegativity difference of carbon and hydrogen atom is very smaller, and therefore the CH bond in alkane is non-polar. And due to this non-polar CH bond, these alkane molecules are non-polar in nature. That is, this CH bond in alkane is non-polar covalent bond, and therefore these alkane molecules are non-polar in nature. Due to this non-polar nature of alkanes, the intermolecular forces in alkane are very weak. Now here, the intermolecular forces which holds the non-polar molecule together are called van der Waals forces. And these van der Waals forces or intermolecular forces are weak in case of alkanes. As the surface area increases, the intermolecular forces like van der Waals forces also increases. And if the surface area decreases, the intermolecular forces or van der Waals forces decreases. Now here, in case of straight chain alkanes like N-butane, N-pentane or N-hexane, the surface area increases and therefore the van der Waals forces also increases, and therefore intermolecular forces in these straight chain alkanes are stronger. But in case of branched alkane like isobutane or isopentane or isohexane or neopentane, neohexane, the surface area decreases due to branching, and therefore the intermolecular van der Waals forces also decreases, and therefore the intermolecular forces in case of branched alkane is weaker than that of straight chain alkanes. Now next point, we are going to see melting point and boiling point. As the intermolecular forces increases in case of straight chain alkanes, they have higher boiling point and melting point. But in case of branched chain alkanes, the intermolecular van der Waals forces decreases, and therefore they have lower boiling point and melting point as compared to that of straight chain alkanes. And last physical property is state, odor and color. Now all these alkanes are colorless and odorless. In case of state, that is either they are solid, liquid or gases, at room temperature, the first four members, that is methane, ethane, propane and butane, are gaseous in nature. Then alkanes having 5 to 17 carbon atoms are in liquid state, and alkanes containing more than 17 carbon atom, that is alkanes containing carbons 18 and above, are solid in nature. Here all these properties are discussed on the board. First is polarity, second is intermolecular forces, third is melting point, and last one is state, odor and color. Next point we are going to see chemical properties of alkanes. Now these alkanes are less reactive towards acids, bases or oxidizing or reducing agents. But they can undergo some chemical reaction, in which first reaction we are going to see halogenation of alkanes. That is, these alkanes undergo halogenation with halogen molecule like chlorine molecule or bromine molecule or iodine molecule. Now first we are going to see what is meant by substitution reaction. The reaction in which an atom or a group of atom is replaced by another atom or a group of atom is called as substitution reaction. Now here when alkanes undergo halogenation, they undergo substitution reaction, and in substitution reaction an atom or a group of atom is replaced by another atom or a group of atom. Now here this alkane, RH is nothing but alkane, and when this alkane undergo halogenation, that is reaction with X2 molecule, here X2 may be Cl2, Br2 or I2 or F2. Now here simple substitution reaction takes place. This hydrogen atom from alkane is replaced by halogen atom to form haloalkanes plus HX. Formation of haloalkanes takes place. Now here this fluorine, chlorine or bromine or iodine molecule undergo halogenation to give corresponding haloalkane. This is a simple substitution reaction in which hydrogen atom from alkane is replaced by halogen atom. Now here reactivity of this halogen molecule is like this, that is the order of reactivity. Fluorine molecule is more reactive than that of chlorine molecule, and then chlorine is more reactive than bromine molecule, and bromine molecule is more reactive than iodine molecule. That is, iodine molecule is less reactive and fluorine molecule is more reactive. Now here first reaction we are going to see chlorination of methane. Now here it is methane molecule, and when this methane undergo chlorination in presence of ultraviolet rays, then here hydrogen atom from this methane is replaced by the chlorine molecule to form chloromethane plus HCl. This is chloromethane. Now generally halogenation is carried out in presence of ultraviolet rays or in presence of diffused sunlight. Or in at higher temperature like at 573 Kelvin to 773 Kelvin. That is, this halogenation is carried out in presence of ultraviolet rays or in presence of diffused sunlight or at higher temperature. This halogenation of alkane is carried out. Now we are going to see chlorination of methane. Now this is methane molecule, that is CH4. When this CH4 is treated with chlorine molecule in presence of ultraviolet rays, then here formation of chloromethane takes place. Now this chloromethane or this reaction does not stop at monohalostate, but it continues till all these hydrogen atoms are replaced by halogen atoms or chlorine atom. Then in second step, this chloromethane is converted into now here again this hydrogen atom from chloromethane is replaced by chlorine to form dichloromethane plus HCl. This is dichloromethane. Then this dichloromethane again react with third molecule of chlorine to form trichloromethane. This is trichloromethane. And this trichloromethane is again reacted with or react with fourth molecule of chlorine to form tetrachloromethane plus HCl. This is tetrachloromethane. In this way, when chlorination of methane is carried out, then methane is first converted into chloromethane, then chloromethane is converted into dichloromethane, dichloromethane is converted into trichloromethane, and trichloromethane is converted into tetrachloromethane simultaneously. That is, simultaneously all hydrogen atoms from methane are replaced by chlorine to form tetrachloromethane. If we want to produce only chloromethane, then we have to use excess molecule of methane. If excess molecule of methane are used, then only chloromethane is obtained as a major product. Now here, in case of chlorination of alkane or halogenation of alkanes, the reactivity of halogen molecules towards alkane is in order. Fluorine is more reactive than chlorine molecule, chlorine is more reactive than bromine molecule, and bromine is more reactive than that of iodine molecule. That is, iodine molecule is less reactive. And if we see the reactivity of carbon atoms in the alkanes, then the ease of replacement of hydrogen atom from the carbon is in the order. That is, the hydrogen atom which is attached to tertiary carbon atom is easily replaced than that of the hydrogen atom which is bonded to secondary carbon atom, and then primary carbon atom. That is, hydrogen atom which is bonded to primary carbon atom is less easily removed. That is, here tertiary carbon atom for halogenation is more reactive than that of secondary carbon atom, and secondary is more reactive than that of primary carbon atom. Now here we are going to see this by using an example. Now here this is first example. Now CH3, CH2, CH3, this is propane, and when this propane is treated with chlorine molecule in presence of ultraviolet rays, then here we will get mixture of two products. If now here this carbon atom is primary carbon atom and this carbon atom is secondary carbon atom. Now from this order we can say that hydrogen atom from secondary carbon atom is replaced by chlorine, and here also the hydrogen atom from primary carbon atom is also replaced by chlorine to form mixture of two products CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. This is one product, that is 1 chloropropane, and percentage of this product is 45%. Plus we will get CH3, CHCl, CH3. This is 2 chloropropane, and percentage of this product is 55%. From this percentage of product, we can say that is the secondary hydrogen or hydrogen atom which is bonded to secondary carbon atom is more easily replaced by chlorine than that of the hydrogen atom which is bonded to primary carbon atom. Then second example. Now this compound is 2-methyl propane. Now here this carbon atom is tertiary carbon atom. The carbon atom which is bonded to 3 carbon atom is called as tertiary carbon atom, and all these carbon atoms are primary carbon atom. Now here we will get mixture of two products in which if the hydrogen atom from primary carbon atom is replaced, then we will get CH3, CH3, CH2Cl plus. Now if hydrogen atom from this tertiary carbon atom is replaced, then we will get CH3, Cl, CH3, CH3. Name of this product is 1-chloro 2-methyl propane, and name of this product is 2-chloro 2-methyl propane. Now here the percentage of this product is 35%, while percentage of this product is 65%. That is, the percentage of 2-chloro 2-methyl propane is 65%, while percentage of 1-chloro 2-methyl propane is 35%. From this we can say that this tertiary hydrogen atom or the hydrogen atom which is bonded to tertiary carbon atom is more easily replaced by chlorine than that of hydrogen atom which is bonded to primary carbon atom.